In this video, I'm going to answer the tag put out there by the Stallion, Anthony Esposito, and give you my top, or let's call it favorite 7 straight razors. Stay tuned. Hey there, folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host, CDB, and thanks so much for joining me for this special video. In this particular video, I'm going to give you my favorite, not top, but favorite 7 straight razors-ish, 7-ish, because you know I cheat sometimes on these lists. These razors mean a lot to me because most of them were given to me by other folks, and there is really no honor higher than receiving a treasured gift from someone in the community. The idea that someone thinks enough of you because of your content to send you a gift, it just means the world, and a lot of these were given to me, and so these are my favorite razors because of that. So we'll start with the first razor, which is the W.H. Morley Clover brand razor, which was given to me by So Sharp David, and I'll link the channels of the folks who are on YouTube below. This is a magnificent old vintage razor, barber's notch, which is my absolute favorite design. I don't know what it is. I just love barber's notches. It's a really great shaver, and it means the world to me because it was given to me by my good friend David Gonzalez. So thank you so much, David. I really appreciate it. The next razor here I actually purchased off eBay, and this is an Ace of Spades. This is a 76. You can see it's a big, beefy blade there, hollow, or at least partially hollow. It sings like nobody's business, and it is a magnificent razor. If you can get your hands on an Ace of Spade, it is really a terrific shaver. Usually somewhere around $100 or slightly over. Really good purchase. The next razor was given to me by none other than Ray Pope, and it looks kind of similar to that Clover brand, but this one is a Tory Razor Company razor. Again, barber's notch, my favorite design, but it was given to me by a treasured friend, Ray Pope. Excellent razor, and I really appreciate this. Thank you so much, Ray. Again, one of my favorite razors. Next up, we have a razor that was given to me by my good friend Matty Lindholm of Sweden. And he sent this, still has his edge on it, a beautiful razor. This is a J.A. Hellberg razor out of Sweden. And if you've never watched Matty Lindholm, I suggest you do. And I suggest you watch all the folks below. So this is another treasured gift. Wonderful small razor. This one's probably, I want to say 4-ace-ish, but it's a beautiful shaver, and Matty has a beautiful edge on it. So thank you so much, Matty. I appreciate it very much. Coming up next, we have a razor that was gifted to me from Marion the Barbarian. And this one is an electro razor, and it's by Fabian Knife Company of Germany. Now, this razor was sent to me before anybody had heard of Marion the Barbarian. He sent me an email, and we had been exchanging a few emails. He's like, hey, I appreciate your content. I have a few razors. I'm going to show you some pictures and just choose one or two. And this was one that I chose. And again, it was before anybody ever knew anything of Marion. Marion was giving stuff away before anybody even knew him. And this is a razor that has my edge on it. Really, really nice. And again, another treasured gift, and I really appreciate it. Coming up next, another gift. This one was gifted to me by the Stallion, Anthony Esposito, who is one of the people that's really responsible for me using open blades. He was just so helpful. Every single video when I was making my early videos, you're doing well, do this, do that. Always encouraging. When I started honing, very, very encouraging on that as well. And this is a Double Duck, which is an absolutely fantastic razor. It's a vintage razor, but it's been rescaled. Beautiful razor, beautiful shaver, and I have a really wonderful edge that I put on it. Again, thank you, Stallion. I can't thank you enough. It means the world to me. And last but not least, well, actually, this is 7, but I got one more. And for this number 7, there's a tie. I know I cheat a little bit. These two razors. The first one, Wade and Butcher for Gentleman's Use, which is a rare razor. You will not see very many of these razors. And this was gifted to me by the Stallion. It has the silver loaf custom scales on it. Absolutely magnificent shaver. And when the Stallion sent this to me, I was hooked. I was like, I can't back out of straight razor shaving now. And this razor was really instrumental in me just continuing to plug on, because when you first start open blade shaving, it can be a little intimidating. Once I got this, I was like, man, I gotta learn to straight razor shave so I can honor this razor. It is a treasured gift. And without the Stallion, I probably wouldn't be using open blade. So I'm always going to be grateful But also tied for number 7 is this Wade & Butcher for barber's use, which is a little more common than the gents use, but still, it's not something you see every day. Look at the massive spine on that thing. Nice barber's notch. These razors go back to the mid 1800s, around the time of the Civil War. Beautiful, beautiful razors that have stood the test of time. This one actually isn't my favorite razor to shave with. It's kind of wedgy. This one is the better shaver of the two, but if these two razors could talk, what a story they would tell. And I have so much reverence for these old blades. The final one, which is a cheat, is this Gold Dollar 300, which was also sent to me by the Stallion. But the reason why it's so special to me is this is the first blade that I put a really good edge on. So I tried to put edges on razors and they were okay. But finally, I got to this one and I had cracked the code, and this still has my first good edge on it, which is an Azuku edge. Really nice. I've got about probably 8 shaves on it. And it's a Gold Dollar 300, very cheap, inexpensive razor. But because it's the first one, after I honed and I felt it, I was like, oh, I finally got it right. And so coming in at number 8, a cheater pick. I couldn't leave this one out because honing, when you put that first really good edge on a blade, it will blow your mind. You're like, I did it. Because it always seems so hard, so difficult. People make it out to seem like it's splitting atoms. It's not. But until you get that first edge, and when you get, let's put it this way, when you get that first edge, you're going to be very proud of that. So if you haven't started honing, it's something that will take your enjoyment of open blade shaving up another notch. I want to thank all the people who took the time to send these fantastic gifts. I can't thank you enough. I also want to thank all of you who helped me along the way of my open blade shaving experience, giving me tips. Some people sent me private videos. I remember Maddie Lindholm, Dave Card, the Stallion, all the people I've mentioned in some way or other here in this video has helped me. Johan from Shave & Butcher. I mean, there's just been so many super helpful people. Frank Stromberg giving me tips. I don't think I could have done it without them to continue open blade shaving and to develop that love for it that many people have. I credit all of you. My hat is off to you. Thank you so much. Folks, if you want to start open blade shaving, that is shaving with a straight razor or shavette, there's never been a better time to do so. Take your time. Reach out to those folks who have experience. All the people I've mentioned today are terrific people. I'll have their information below. And thanks so much, Stallion, for this tag. Thank you for being a good friend. Thank you for all you have done for me. I will never forget it. Look, I'm not going to agree with you on every single topic, but man, I love you. You're my brother. And I love all of you guys who made this video possible. I can't thank you enough. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. All right, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I got a little long-winded, a little sentimental, but what can you do? I love you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way, and as always, God bless.